Rita, Yuli, hello, hello. Okay, here we go. Finally settled. I had to go make my payment to for my upkeep for my stream. The payment is 1 chicken pot pie to my wife in exchange for solitude for the next 3 hours, unless it's an emergency, or sometimes even when it's not an emergency. So it's not guaranteed. Oh man, what a day. How's everybody doing? I'm almost settled here. It's good to be back. Yeah, I was not feeling well yesterday. I slept, I just could not get out of bed. We had a pretty busy day, and then, oh man, don't even get me started on what happened at night. Oh, she didn't request a drink, so there's no drink. All she said was food. She said, I just want something to eat. I didn't forget. It's not forgetting if you were never told to get a drink too. So I don't know what she's just trying to. She thinks there was an add-on option. There was no add-on option. You can't add on after you placed your order. You can't do that in and out. You got to go to the back of the line. So back of the line. I've seen you do it. Usually you have a drink though. You have water nearby. Hey Wanda. Oh, I'm doing good. Just dealing with my wife and her drink that she never told me that she needed. Hey Tommy. Does Wanda ever ask you for dinner and then like she expects you to bring a drink too? Exactly. Like I can't bring you a drink. Come on. You can tell me what kind of drink you want. Yep, there's Pepe. So guys, I had Justin working yesterday, but I talked to him about a schedule to see if he could do evenings. Not if he wanted to, because I already know he doesn't want to. But I asked him, I was like, hey, can you do evenings like 4 to 7 p.m.? So I wanted him to work last night to live stream. But it sounded like he didn't really want to. I mean, I understand though, because he wants to spend time with his family, like at dinner and stuff. So I didn't really press it too much. He just asked, "Do you need me to?" Of course, he always wants to guilt trip me with that. Do you need me to? Where are my meteorite shavings? I just have them. Oh, there they are. Okay, here we go. So I was gonna ask him. Yeah, well, Mandy didn't ask me for a drink, Amanda or Wanda, so that's why I didn't bring her a drink. But I guess if it's an emergency, I'll run upstairs and grab a drink. I'll just stop what I'm doing. I'm gonna assume that she wants a Diet Dr. Pepper. All right, well. If Amanda's, you should have known. You know what? Maybe in a perfect life, in a perfect world, a perfect universe, a perfect galaxy, I would have known to bring her a drink too. But it's chicken pot pie. I mean, you don't need a drink for that because it's already delicious. I guess. All right. You don't need a drink to wash all that goodness down. Come on. But then again, I mean, if I ask myself the same question, like, can I eat a chicken pot pie without a drink? The answer is definitely not. But if I was at a restaurant and I was ordering food, I would have said, may I have a Diet Dr. Pepper as well with my dinner, right? Isn't that what typically people do? But then again, I'd be lying if I said I've never had to say, oh, hey, I forgot to order a drink. Could I get a Mountain Dew? Which they 9 out of 10 times they're like, oh, we only have Coke products. It's like, damn it. Why couldn't Coke come up with their own Mountain Dew? They're like, nah, we don't make that shit. All right, put well, I did say I wanted pizza and you bought me a pot pie. So I already told you I wasn't doing pizza because you're only going to eat like 2 slices and then the rest of them probably going to sit there and go bad. And you said, LOL, it's fine. Or whatever you said. I don't know what you said. You said, okay. that's fine or something like that. I don't know. Which, if translated properly by a universal translator that translate what women are thinking, would come out to, it's not fine. I really want pizza. Get me my drink. Right? Is that what it comes out to? Wow, David, me. It's called the I'm not gonna get a Dr. Pepper for my wife ring. Exactly. Oh, no ring in particular. It's a new design. Mr. Pippy. Oh yeah, that's their version of Dr. Pepper, but I'm talking about Mountain Dew. They don't have their own version of Mountain Dew. The honeymoon is over, I guess. Oh God, it's been over since oh, I don't know. Only if I get to pick the pizza, Ruby. But then that's not going to work either. So, Iran has their own Mountain Dew. Oh yeah, there is like, I remember now actually when I was in service, like they had their own versions, or not versions. I mean, it was still a Pepsi company, but like Iraq had their own. Well, I mean, it was in Arabic. It was just written in Arabic. That's all it meant. Of like Mountain Dew and Coke or Pepsi or whatever too. So. It was over before we got married. Pretty much. It was after we moved out of her sister's house. Because it was all downhill from there. No more fine living in the sister's house. We move into our house and there's no furniture. Our first night here, we slept in a beanbag chair. No, I'm just kidding. It's a waterbed. Oh man, this is fun. Like we should do the stream like every other day. But then I wouldn't be any closer to my watch time goal. You know what? Our table was what was it? It was a couple cement blocks and then just a piece of plywood. She was like, "Where's your furniture?" It's like, "Oh, I had to. It's actually my mom's. I help her with the payment, so I had to give it back. I just help with the payment, so it's partially mine. I just had to give it back." Oh man, nothing is wrong with a plywood table and cement blocks for the legs. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And then Christmas rolled around, and and I said, I think it was actually that same Christmas that year. It was like our first Christmas in the house. And he's like, "Hey, are you living the good life? Let's seal the deal." Yeah, those were the good days when you could just pay things off and then just get another one, get another piece. I'd get the chairs first and then get the table. Because the chairs, you can just put 2 chairs together. There you go. You got yourself a table. Right? On your birthday, yeah. He said, hey, I ain't got a present for you, but I've got this ring that I'm working on. Will you marry me? That's pretty much how it went. Two concrete blocks on the board for 2 on the couch. Don't gotta worry about anything. Exactly. And you know what? If it breaks, well, I'll go ahead and replace it before she finds out. Just gotta run over to the department store, Home Depot, to the wood section. Nothing wrong with being country. Hey, Daniel. Daniel's around there somewhere. All right, let me go run up and get her Diet Dr. Pepper, and then I'll be right back. Hear about it all night. Well, I probably will. Alright, I'm back. What did I miss? Anything? No? Alright, that's good. They're in the... Well, I opened it.
Oh, you opened it?
I opened the bag. Oh, that I did not touch. No. That's kind of weird, though. What is it? Is it his G-tube?
No, it's the new Nicholas box.
Oh, okay.
They're in a separate bag, so I think it's okay. We're gonna wash them.
Alright, I'd wash it. Yeah. I need a pedicure. You don't need a pedicure as much as I need a pedicure. You know that scene in Dumb and Dumber where they're spending all that money and then Jim Carrey's character is like trying to get a pedicure, and then like the pedicure person like breaks out the angle grinder and like starts going to town on his feet. That's me. That's what's gonna happen to me. We're talking about pedicures. The pedicure tech is going to have to take an angle grinder to my toenails because they're so bad. Just like in that movie, Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, for right now, no black eyes right now. Just give it a minute. Well, the Eagles have their own ring. So I think the Eagles are just fine. Sorry, Wanda, I had to flex. Mandy has a tattoo, yeah. I have a tattoo. Also, it's on the. It's a small of my back. It says Amanda's. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have any tattoos. She has a ladybug on her shoulder, on her, not her shoulder, but right behind her shoulder. So the shoulder bone or whatever. I think it's her nephew who passed away. He's an infant. My dad has a tattoo of his ex-wife. Oh man, I love telling that story. My dad was in the Navy. He got married to a local in the Philippines and brought her back to the States, and she ditched him when she became a citizen or whatever. But like during that time, he had gotten she had him like basically wrapped around her finger, so he ended up getting a tattoo. It was like a picture of her or whatever. It's a terrible picture. But he never got it taken off. I guess he felt that it was not really worth the money to have it removed. Like it was just cheaper to just keep it, I suppose. Oh man. Yeah. Wow, that's right. I'm surprised my mom didn't make him get rid of it. I think as like a 4-year-old, I was like, "Is that a picture of mom?" And he'd be like, "Not exactly." I should get one. I do want to get a tattoo before I die. It's on my bucket list. Hey, who was it that sent me the scary story in email? That was crazy. I can see why that person logged off. You want a Filiberto's tattoo, Pepe? All right. You get a burrito, a California burrito. I'll get the carne asada burrito, and I'll make sure that they add the guac, the guac and pico for the extra. You know how they always ask if you want guac or pico, and so like we'll have them do that for the tattoo as well. We'll tell the artist to make sure that they added that. How long does it take to get a tattoo? Is it like a couple hours? I mean, obviously, I know it depends on the on what you get, but is it like a couple hours to get one, or what? Or does it depend on the artist, like how quickly they work? Yeah, you might get 50% off by getting tattoos. I mean, just have it tattooed on your forehead. That's free advertising. I'm gonna be like that kid from that YouTube video I showed you guys a month ago, where he's like, "Ow!" It's gonna be me. You'll never get the tattoo done, Tommy. It was pretty funny. It hurt that kid. Everything except neck and face. Oh man, that's great. You won't be able to get a job if you do that. Pepe don't care. If Justin had like facial tattoos, I mean, I wouldn't care. I'd still keep him or hire him because I know he's a hard worker. Stan the man is in the house, everybody. That's our other ring maker. I want to get a tattoo of the orange light I saw when I was working as security, and then the gate that I had to go through to get out of that canyon. Just a cattle gate. It's the most random tattoo idea. An orange light in the mountains and a cattle gate. Like, what's the story there? Oh, I was almost abducted by aliens. And then get a time card that says no checkout time, or checkout time is like 3:25 a.m. I think it's best just keep it in our room because he sleeps in our room all the time. Nah, I don't want no alien tattoo on me. Unless it's on the small of my back. Hey Stan, I was actually going to ask you, maybe we can just discuss it outside of the live, but I was going to ask you if you'd be open to selling your rings like wholesale or something to us. so we could auction them off, like a group of them, like just multiple sizes. And don't say you'll do it for free, because I don't want you to do it for free. I'm not talking about anytime soon. I'm talking about like maybe in the near future, like I don't know, 3 months or so, 3 to 6 months. He doesn't have a website, Mandy. I'll have to show you the pictures of his rings. His rings are pretty awesome. If you can't beat them, join them. Rita, I think I got your email. Yeah, I don't remember what it was about, but I did see it because I reactivated my domain for 1 month. Everybody sent me an email. I hate using cheap sandpaper, but this is what we got to use for now. I need an engine brake. Is Trinity on? Anybody know if Trinity's on? Trinity, are you AFK? You might be AFK. He comes on every night. So I don't know. Nah, I like doing things for free. I'll invoice you tonight, sometime. I gotta get you your vial, Rita, so you can send over those inlay parts. Oh, speaking of which, Rita, I did find a clump of hair from our dog, Kylo. And I was like, this is really rich hair. I was like, I can practice with this. And he's a shedder for sure. Alright, I'll get you your invoice. Hey guys, so I'm sitting on 1,300 watch time hours before this live session. It's almost halfway to getting into the YouTube partnership program, which will unlock like the super chats and such. I'm practicing with my hair. I got so much of it. And nah, nobody wants a human hair. It's like, oh, is this your hair with opal? With white opal? I was like, no, that's just dandruff. Yeah, that's gross. Oh, man. Alright guys, so last night out here in Arizona we had the craziest storm. We had this crazy storm last night. It knocked out the power at around 9 o'clock. So we were like trying to get Aiden ready for bed. The power goes out in the house and it actually goes out in the whole neighborhood. Well, except for the bottom half of the neighborhood, the good half, not in the slums where we live. So like we had to basically abandon the house for until the what's it called, power came back on. We were thinking, well, they'll have it up in like an hour. It usually takes about an hour. So that we were planning to go to Mandy's sister's house, who lives nearby but not too far away. And then their power was out too. It was like, oh, like we're driving around. We start driving on the main road because Aiden's getting restless. We're all in the car. I had to manually open the garage door, and then like she backed up. I closed it. There's like trees everywhere, like all over the road. There's all kinds of like, just, it looked like a hurricane just came through or something. It was crazy. So like the police are out like different parts of town, and they're like trying to clear the debris or whatever, you know, first responders. So we're waiting for them, or they're doing that, and we're just like, maybe I don't think it's a good idea for us to be driving around. She's like, nonsense. We're gonna drive around because do you want a screaming baby? It's like, yeah. It made sense. So we ended up staying at our friend's house, who lives down the street. She has a nice house in the sense that it's a 1-story. It's cozy. Has a little backyard. It's a cozy house. It's a nice house. So that's where we ended up staying last night. But oh man, but our dog Kylo, I mean, he had to stay here because they have a little dog. So like, and then like, I mean, Kylo, he likes to play, but he plays rough. Like he plays rough. Like we let him play with the puppy one time, and like they got along, like they were fine. Like he didn't like try to eat it like it was a little snack or anything. But it's pretty funny watching them play because like he would like smack the shit out of the puppy. Like, get away from me, ragdoll. And then like he was like tired, and then like the puppy still had all his energy. It's pretty funny. Well, that must have been a really good dream, Tommy. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I'm glad that it didn't come back around. Because Aiden has his G-tube, so his feeding machine has to be charged. Thankfully, it had a charge when the power went out. But it runs on a charge. So we had to just make sure that we kept everything charged up for him so he could eat properly. I mean, he can drink from a bottle too, but it was just so important that like he had a charge, or his feeder was charged. So we just stayed there. And, like, we even went to like this gas station that I usually frequent at nighttime, and then like the cashier was like, I called up the owner and I asked if I could charge whatever I want since we're the only one that's open in the area right now. I was like, I mean, that's a valid statement. Kind of prude, but I mean, it makes sense. You know, it's business. It's like if I had the only working lathe, yeah, I'd be charging whatever I wanted. Like, oh, you want a ring? $5,000. $500. Smoky. That's pretty cool, baby. Yeah, you can't do it in the live stream. Just go to my Facebook Stan and just look her up. I don't have my relationship status saved on there, but I mean you can just find her. She's on my friends list, so and then just send her a picture and add her as a friend. Casey's here. Hey, Casey. Hey guys, make sure you share the stream too on social media. Try to get some views in here. I mean, I don't even care if it's like for 30 seconds. You know, get somebody in here for 30 seconds. I mean, hey, that's a view. It tells the algorithm like, okay, well this stream is getting more views than it usually does, so we're gonna push it out more. I mean, obviously, the longer, the better. Tommy, every day you should just write up a parody of a different song. Oh, I really hate to say it. They say it's for wet sanding, but it's really not. It's terrible. It's like sanding with I don't know, twigs. Thanks, Casey. Just put something like, help this guy get 4,000 watch time hours so you can feed a starving family. I don't know, something like that. You guys remember that formula scare that we had like last year? That was a real thing for Amanda and I. Like, we couldn't find like a certain kind of formula. So like we literally were like calling around and like checking out like Walmarts in different areas, or asking our friends too. I was like, hey, if you guys can find this formula in your local Walmart, let us know. We really need it. So, and then we ended up buying like that formula from on like Facebook or something. And then the person we bought it from, they wanted like $50 for it, and it was the same kind. Like they got the same kind where it was issued from the state, because like we could see the stamp on the packaging. But then it's like, well, I mean, we don't really have a choice. You know, we can't just, you know. I mean, they basically, they're like, well, we didn't pay for this, but we're gonna charge $50 for it because parents will pay it. I mean, I'm glad it was only $50 and not like 150. Yeah, some people. It's like gall of some people. Yeah, Stan's got some cool rings. If you buy one of his rings, it goes to the Penguin Pilot Fund, helping penguins to become pilots so they can leave Antarctica. I don't know, I just made something up. You like the summer weather? Come out to Arizona. We got some summer weather here for you. Oh, and don't forget to friend request me too. We're pretty much friends. I got your back and everything. We're pretty much friends. Pretty much friends, right? Means you got my back and everything. You know, there's a lot of gangs at the school. They keep trying to get me to join because I'm pretty good with a bow staff. Nobody's gonna go with me. I don't have any good skills. What do you mean? Girls only want guys with good skills. Nunchuck skills, computer hacking skills. Yep, it's starting to cool down out here. I think next week it's actually supposed to be a high of, next week like the highest is like 102 or something like that, and then the rest of the week is like mid 90s. So, all right, let's check this out. Let's see how the edges on this ring look. Oh, we got a little bit of a window on this one, so I gotta fix that window. Too bad. Oh, here's a charger. Oh, that's not good, Rita. Well, hopefully you're able to get that filled. That's not good if you're running out of your pain meds. Oh, guys, so Mandy was looking at houses today in Missouri, in Springfield. I mean, the Midwest is like, I mean, they've got cheap houses out there, like nice houses too, but obviously it's the Midwest. You got to be prepared for, you know, the winters and the summers and all four seasons. But I mean, I'm totally fine with that because I mean, I don't go anywhere anyway. But we did find one house that had like a shed, but it was like, I mean, if we could get that place like fixed up, I mean, it was like one of those fixer-uppers. But we could get that place fixed up. I mean, I could turn that into my shop. And just like, you know, that way I don't have to worry about like Aiden coming out and like, you know, messing with like my equipment or liquids that I use for this kind of work. But I don't know. To be honest, I think I'd be okay living in the Midwest again. Yeah, it's like a little shed. My feedback is get your YouTube channel up and running. It's the only feedback I got. Ready to crawl in a freezer. Nice. Live, Laugh, Love is here. One of my favorite people. Well, you guys are all my favorites. So. Alright. Alright, next one. Let's work. Hey, Tommy, you too, man. Why am I so tired today? Hang on, let me go grab a drink. I'll be right back, guys. You need to get me something to wake me up. Alright. Has anybody got any requests, or would they like to place an order or something? For my people who are waiting for rings to be made, I think I had Justin make a bunch of them. I don't know where he left off. He'll probably be back Thursday or Friday potentially to finish up. Let's see where. Yeah, I see some on here that are UV resins, but yeah. No, I drink Celsius. It's kind of like Red Bull. I got a Monster in the fridge, but I'm like saving that one for when I really need it. Alright, so let's see here. This is gonna be a strange one. Were you able to make my ring that broke, dude? Yeah, we already made it. We just gotta mail it out, Pepe. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks, Live Laugh Love. I appreciate it. I don't know, I was very fatigued yesterday, like all day. I actually slept through the hours, so I just put it down as, or just let you guys know. I didn't want to just, just disappear. I mean, I pretty much did, but just let you know what's going on. Just was not feeling well at all. Sometimes that happens. I mean, it does get warm out here. Guys, I got a job interview tomorrow at Arizona Federal Credit Union for a IT desktop support position. So I got a friend who recommended me, so they actually let me they scheduled my interview before they even posted the job. They were gonna post the job, but they scheduled my interview. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping to get it because we're kind of hurting right now. So, but I'd still do the lives. I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to do it every day, or if I do it every day, I wouldn't be the full 3 hours, and it'd kind of be all over the place, depending on like when I get off work. Because it's a hybrid remote, so it's like 2 days remote and then 3 days in office. It's about 15 miles, maybe between 10 and 15 miles. Not nearly as far as my other job was, but it's honestly doing something that I know and enjoy rather than recruiting. So, because I did recruiting for about a year, total time was about a year, not a year consecutively. So I'm hoping that it works out. I think it's a salary position. I don't remember what my friend said it was, but he's been there for like 7 years. I know they promote from within, and they promote pretty quickly. But honestly, guys, this is where my heart is. So I'm gonna keep that until YouTube I do better with YouTube. YouTube grows a little bit more, and then I'll probably quit the job. I don't know. So, because I've already got like, I mean, I'm not worried about retirement. I have my VA, so like we're gonna be okay, no matter what. But this job will definitely help with extra money and such. What's up?
Okay. So we're discussing Halloween costumes for Aiden.
Okay.
I was originally thinking a giraffe because he's tall.
How about a politician? That's scary.
I'm not. But look at this. Alfalfa.
Show the camera. What do you guys think? Should Aiden go as alfalfa? Right there.
I think that would be adorable, personally.
And then Serenity can go as Darla.
That's what I said. We're gonna go to the zoo. So Serenity.
I think that'd be adorable. I'm gonna do that.
Oh, okay.
Like, at least to the zoo, and then when we're actually out trick-or-treating, she can do what she wants.
I think that'd be interesting. I mean, he already has the costume, so
It isn't.
yeah, he does.
The ballet outfit
It doesn't fit him anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did throw the ballet outfit.
I like it.
What did the people think? Alfalfa?
They said, oh, so cute, said Rita, and then Ruby said 2 hearts. Hey, Ned Flanders. Just making some rings. Yeah, this is a ring band, and then I'm just inlaying the center right now with just some mica, gray mica powder, and then we're gonna throw in some synthetic opals on it, sand it away, and then like set it aside for a convention. So, that depends. Like if we're home, then we will. But I think it sounds like from what my wife was saying, what is we might be going to the Phoenix Zoo this year. So we get back early enough, then yeah. I mean, I don't mind handing out candy. I love handing out candy, actually. Ned Flanders, let me show you some of the rings I was working on from previous live streams. So here's one. Here's a red one. I know I use like gold foil for a center too. White people tacos. That's great. You guys are in the middle of the boonies. Get anybody who comes to your door. It's a problem. Yeah, that's pretty awesome, though. I mean, I've always, I grew up. I was born and raised in San Diego, so, and then like you know, I just lived in like cities basically my whole life. Um, even when I was stationed in Germany, I mean that was a pretty big city too. So don't really know what it's like to live in like a small town. Actually, I take that back. I did when I was stationed in Kansas in Wichita. There was a house that I was considering renting with some other people that I worked with on a different shift. And it was like out in the middle of nowhere. It was literally like a 10-mile drive to get there. So it was about a half hour to get there and to get back on base. So total trip was about maybe 45 minutes to get to work. So I'd have to lot for an hour. I think they charged us because it was my friend's house. Like she was getting ready to go someplace else. Or no, she was getting out of service. But like I told her because she invited me over to meet our family, and then like we like drank beers or whatever. But like I was telling her, I was like, I like your house. I mean, how much? I mean, I'm interested in renting it. She's like, no, you don't want to rent. You don't want to rent this house. First of all, it's like an hour away. Two, there's all kinds of things wrong with it. So she's like showing me all the things that were wrong with the house, and like, you know, the shower needed to be fixed, and you know, like the oven didn't work or the microwave didn't work very well. It's like there's all these things wrong with it. You don't want to live here. But I don't know. I mean, I was stubborn, or I am. So then like I was telling her, I was like, well, I do want to live here, and and it's a nice place. I like it. He's like, well, the heater it's not like a regular heater. Like you have to put fuel in the thing in the back or whatever. It's like, yeah, whatever. I mean, that doesn't bother me. And then like you have to contact the landlord to go do this and do that. It's like, you don't want this. Just get an apartment near base. Of course, I wanted it, so I had her contact the landlord for me, or the owner, and then like he's like, okay, I will set you up or whatever. It was like, this was 2008, so it was around, I think it was around, and in Kansas, so it was around, for the amount of land that came with the house, it was around $800 a month or something like that. And I don't think it included utilities. I don't remember. But yeah, I ended up wishing I had listened to her, because it did suck. And I rented it out with like, I think 2 other people, and I didn't really, I mean, they were nice people. I didn't get along. I can't really say that I mean, we got along, but I didn't really have anything to talk to them about. So it was very strange, but I ended up moving out. Not because of like the roommates, but just because of the whole housing situation or whatever. So I was basically paying 2 rents. So I got an apartment in Wichita, like maybe 15 minutes from base, and then and I was paying rent on this place. Thankfully, I deployed, so I was able to use my orders to get out of the lease for both places. So I wasn't paying for a lease overseas or anything like that. But yeah, that was the closest I've ever gotten to living, and it'll probably be like that when we do move to Missouri. If and when we do move to Missouri, it'll probably be the same kind of conditions. But it was funny because like we rented it so we could party or whatever, and then like our neighbor was like, actually one time I don't know if I was moving things from my apartment, but I got to the house out in the country house is what I'll refer to. I got to the country house at like 11:45 at night. I guess I had my music on too loud, so I literally just came inside, and then like I passed out on the bed. I remember just being so tired. And then like I didn't even lock the front door, so I woke up and there were like 2 cops in the room, and they were like trying to wake me up, and they're like, hey, we are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. What happened? And then they're like, well, your neighbor called and said that there was somebody here, and I was like, yeah, I live here. And then so I showed them my ID or whatever. Of course, the ID wasn't updated, but like I don't know if I had a copy of a lease, or they took my word for it. And then they looked in my car, and they're like, hey, we saw like some body armor in your car. What's that for? And I was like, oh, I'm in the military. And I was like, we carry that for work. He's like, oh, do you know Sergeant so-and-so? Or do you know Ralph Price, I think is what his name was. Like, yeah, I know him. I know exactly who that is. Like, oh, okay, well, just be careful. Probably maybe during the daytime, try to get to know your try to get to know your neighbor, or go and introduce yourself to your neighbor, because he called in saying that there was somebody who came over playing loud music, and they walked into the house. It's like, oh, okay. But I've noticed that, like, the cops in the Midwest, in my experience, have always just been kind of laid back. It seems like. I don't know if it's like that everywhere. At least the ones in Wichita seemed that way. They weren't really as like strict as the ones out here. If that makes sense. That's good. Live, laugh, love. Aiden's gonna be an only child, not because we want to, but we're just not. We just don't want to risk any more, just like health concerns, or we have just all these health concerns, and because like when Mandy was pregnant with Aiden, you guys know that Aiden came early, but like we were constantly going to the doctor because of her heart rate increasing, or like like maybe she felt some pain or whatever, so we would go to the ER frequently. We were just worried about the baby and everything, so and then and then he came early, and so Aiden's gonna be an only child. He might have 15 brothers and sisters who are dogs, but other than that, he's going to be an only child. I think when he's older and it can be a bit more responsible, if he wants like a dog or a puppy or something, I think I'd be down for getting him one, because I don't want him to feel lonely or anything. So. You're an only child? I think my mom wanted to have a third child. It's just my sister and I. And my mom wanted to have a third child. My dad wasn't down for that. We were already a handful. You're the baby of 5, Wanda? That's great. So's Mandy. She's still a baby. Only kidding, Mandy. Only kidding. I'm the baby. Gotta love me. Yeah, I know. We just, I think Mandy was just so shook up from the last pregnancy. She's not going to want to risk any of that, and I have no problem with that. I mean, it's always been 100% her. If she's the one who wants to, have a baby again, I'd be down for it. I mean, I love being a dad, so 100%. Seriously, best job in the world. It's from it wasn't a cartoon. It was a show, but it was with puppets basically, or costumes, and then there'd be that baby who was I'm the baby, gotta love me. I mean, it was one of those shows. I mean, I watched it as a kid, but like, I mean, of course, I didn't know what was going on. I only thought it was entertaining because, like, you know, I liked dinosaurs as a kid. So I loved watching anything with dinosaurs, even if it wasn't something that I quite understand. Not the baby, not the baby. He said all kinds of stuff. It's like did anybody here ever watch Simpsons growing up? The Simpsons. It's like the longest running TV show in like history or something like that, or animated TV show. I don't know. Yeah, Simpsons was great growing up to that, and then like Family Guy came out when I was in middle school, I think, or like high school. No, I think I was in high school when Family Guy came out. I mean, my parents didn't really care about what I watched on TV. I mean, I saw the original RoboCop when I was like 7 years old, maybe younger than that. You know, obviously is the original one, not like the edited one for TV or anything like that, like the original. So. All right, this is coming along nicely. Amanda did? That's good. Yeah, send her those rings. They're pretty cool. Stan. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw me. I did jump on Lost in Phoenix's live stream last night. I just caught the end of it. Like I barely had time to just say hi, and I think some of you guys even responded. A few of you did. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if Art has any big events coming up with his channel, if he has any more meet and greets. I think he does them like once a year or something. I mean, it's an event, you know, you got to put planning into it too, so it's not something that I imagine he would be doing frequently. So, but I haven't heard anything yet. I definitely don't want to miss the next one. We like going out there to support Art. I did not make it to his first fundraising event, but we did donate bags to him. We did put together bags and donate. We just weren't physically there for the actual drive, and that was like 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I think. Alright. I've been doing grays today just because, I mean, I don't really have any particular reason. It's just I decided to go with the gray color today. Just because, I mean, why not, right? off the phone now, so stop talking about me. Somebody call Mandy so we can resume our conversation. I can do like an Area 51 rain next. Just make it look like really galactic. We got a couple of layered spots here, so I gotta fix those. That should be good. Which I had a friend of mine. His dad passed away today sometime. A friend of mine who I served in the military with in Korea. So like both his parents are gone. That's sad. I mean, to lose both your parents. I mean, it's just a part of life. So like when my dad was sick, I had accepted it by the end. I mean, you think you accept it, but of course you still grieve. But you just want him to be in a better place. You know what I mean? Like to not suffer anymore. So at that point, it's just like, well, just say what you gotta say. And I mean, I always tell everybody whose parents are dying or who has a parent that's dying, just make sure you ask if they're coherent enough, make sure you ask all the questions that you want to know the answers to, because once they're gone, I mean, you're probably not going to find out anymore, unless it's like somebody who knows the answer, who knew your parent, if that makes sense. But, let's see here. I think this guy's ready for sanding here pretty soon. Yeah, Rita, I hear you. Like, I want to, like, after my dad passed, I mean, like, I just had, like, so many questions. It was, like, and just, like, random questions, too. Like, I'd be like, what city, and when you were doing your contracting work in Saudi Arabia, what city were you in? Like, where were you working? What's your old address? I don't know, just, like, random things like that. Like, I wanted to, like, try to find these places on Google Earth. Like, when you visited New Zealand, which you said was the most beautiful place you ever been to, where did you go? Just things like that. So, like, when I do get to, if and when I get to go to these places too, I want to be able to walk in his footsteps. But, you can't anymore. So, that's why I'm glad that I was able to go to the Philippines with my mom a couple of years back in 2016. because I was able to actually see the places that she grew up at, and see the places where my dad actually got to go to, which is in Subic Bay. That was like a Navy port, a U.S. Navy port. So I was able to kind of walk in his footsteps a little bit. So I think that's like just so important, just like to know the legacy of like your family and things like that. You're always gonna have questions no matter what you do. So I mean, try to learn as much as you can. I mean, death and taxes are inevitable, so But you can either be scared of it or just embrace it. So I always tell people who are, if they have a sick parent, I mean, you can either just be sad and scared or learn as much as you can about them, and you can still honor them even after they're gone. Of course, it's easier said than done, especially somebody who's losing a parent for the first time or somebody close to them. Like my, somebody who had a big impact in my youth was, she was my youth leader in my church, youth group leader, and like I found out that she passed away last month. Our funeral is at the end of this month, and I mean, I'm probably not going to go. We can't afford to go, but it's just, you just think about these things. Like when you lose somebody, you're just like so grateful for everything that you got from them. And it's like what I told my uncle when he was sick from COVID or whatever, pneumonia. I told him on video chat, I was like, I'm so grateful for everything that I learned from you. I just want you to know that. I'm very grateful. So, of course, he wasn't very coherent. And then like he passed that night. So, but at least I was able to tell him. So that kind of sums everything up. It's just like, I'm so grateful for everything. I feel like that's like what you could tell somebody, who's dying, is just let them know that you're grateful for everything that you've learned from them. You know what's the biggest regret that people have when they're on their deathbed? It's that they wish they could spend more time with their family instead of working all the time, and that they wish that they had done like the things that they wish they had tried to do. Like like if they had an interest in like, let's say like for instance, for example, my dad, he loved astronomy, but he pursued business because he wanted to make a lot of money. And he wished that he had done astronomy instead. I remember him telling me about that. Like for me, like I wanted to pursue IT because I want to make a lot of money, working in cybersecurity or some shit. But this actually makes me happy. I'm not making a lot of money. We're really not, but it makes me happy. So at least like, someday when I'm dying, I can tell Aiden that, like, just do something that makes you happy. Not what's gonna make you a lot of money or pay for your your car or whatever. So just do what makes you happy. Because it feels like when you lose a parent, it feels like they're just away on a trip, like they're just not coming back ever. They're just on a really long trip. That's how it feels to me anyway. Yeah, call your parents too. Definitely call your parents. Hey Bryce, how's it going? That song will get old. Yeah. I'm doing good, Bryce. Thank you. How are you doing? What have you been up to lately, Bryce? Yeah, I can only imagine what that's like. I mean, having dementia or like having a family member that has dementia, that's rough. Yeah, I agree, Tommy. Thank you. Next, we're doing Area 51. Yeah, I like it. It's great. Someone will definitely sell at a convention. Let's check out those sides. Sometimes I neglect the sides. This looks good. I'm gonna sand it some more. I'm actually gonna use a higher grit here in a second. Whoa! Why does that keep happening? It's alright, I was done with it anyway. It is the black band. Yeah, it's a ceramic band, just Wanda. I just kind of went with a gray theme. I like it. Looks great. This is number 2 for tonight. I like the ceramic too, the band. All right, let me grab another one and then we'll get started on the next ring. Live auction? You guys want to auction? We can do one. Or did you guys already start? Looks like you guys already started. I have not. I want to, Stan. Eventually I will. There's a ton of materials I still want to work with. Even some that I came up with on my own that I still want to work on. So, all right, Tommy with 1525. If he's serious, you know Tommy. He's a joker. Casey with 30. Just doubled your 15, Tommy. Doesn't matter. I'll make it again in your size. People watcher at 40. You're taking your shorts to the beach, Pepe? Alright, people watcher with 40 going once. Going twice. And sold the people watcher for 40. Let me get you this size. We'll see if it's even the right one for you. If not, I don't mind making it in your size. It'll only take me like a day or so. We got a. This is a large size. So this is a size 11. It's a size 11. But I will get you a box here, and then I'll write your name down so that I can hook you up. I'll send you an email later with the invoice. My wife has Cash App. I do not. I have Zelle. I don't know if it's in here. What I need is a pen. Watcher. I got your ring set aside right here, and then I'll get that made for you. Put that off to the side. All right, when you start on the next one, I'm going to use a black band again. I think we're going to go for a like an Area 51 type here. Super black. Mysterious. Combination. Oh, hang on, let me switch out the mandrel and then we'll get this one going. There's a dog beach in, I think it's in San Diego. I went there as a kid one time with my friend's dogs. Alright, so I've got these. Actually, let me switch this out. Start on the next one here shortly. What do you guys think? Should we do space gray again, or should we do like should we do one with a green glow? Let me know. Let me know what you think. We're only going to use one of them, so we need one for the base. This is a non-glow, kind of like just a typical gray, and then we have one that's, or this is going to be green. The theme is Area 51, so let me know what you want to go for. Bryce thinks gray. Anybody else vote for the green glow for this Area 51 themed ring? You can either just you can even just put one or two. All right, Stan, I'll see you later. Tommy's voting green glow, so now it's tie 1-1. Let's see if we can get anybody else to vote. Okay, I'll do the green glow for this design, and then we'll see what it looks like. I think both colors will look great. We'll just see we'll see what it looks like. That's what I love. I mean, I love having you guys be a part of the design process for these rings. A small part of the design process. And if you guys like it, I mean, we'll auction it off. I mean, you just kick it off if you want it. So. Here's a glow right now. Kind of has that eerie alien UFO look to it. You know, that Mars look to it too. So, ooh, you know what would be fun? We should do this in the dark. How crazy would that be to try to make this ring in the dark? Kind of creepy, huh? Hang on, I'm gonna try it. Alright, so we got a light here. I got my light source. Thankfully with these lights I'm able to, there's like a switch here where I can just leave it on. I'm trying to find the switch right now and turn it on. There we go. Oh, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not on this one. That's okay. I'm just going to work with what I got. So this will be interesting. We're just going to relive last night's storm, but this time we have power to actually make a ring, and the air conditioning hasn't turned off. All right, so now I'm adding these meteorite shavings. Oh, I'll be all right. I'm just gonna take my time. My wife's probably gonna walk in here like, what are you doing in the dark? I'll be like, well, you've caught me doing stranger things by myself in the dark, so. That's why I'm trying to keep it interesting for everybody who's in the stream. But I mean, this is a process. This is this is art, so it's not something I can just make right away. It's gonna take time. All right, no problem, Andy. I'll help you. I think she's trying to tell me not to be here all night. uh, For those of you who are joining us, I'm just making a ring in the dark. Decided to just challenge myself and see how far I can get just working in the dark. If this goes well, I may do it more often in the future. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Well, sometimes you gotta change things up, get out of your comfort zone a little bit. So, I'll be honest, I have no idea what this is gonna look like when I'm finished. Yeah, the green is super bright. It's just, we'll see what it looks like when I'm finished. How many different layers there are, how many windows. We'll see what it comes out. I mean, who knows? Maybe it will even turn out flawless. The Green Goblin. Alright, almost done with the base layer, and I'm going to go through and add the additional layers for this ring. Look how it pulsates, because I did it without showing you guys in the light, but I added that adhesive and it just pulsated. Oh man. Alright, so I'm just going to keep adding just a little bit of these extra inlays. We got a ton of extra space on here, so I'm going to add those on there real quick, and then we'll continue to make this ring in the dark and just see what it looks like. I mean, I have no idea what this is going to look like at all. Hey, Living With, welcome. Good to see you again. Just kind of experimenting here, see if I can do this in the dark. Alright, I'm nearly done with this part of making this ring. So I'm going to keep this challenge going and see how long I can go before I got to turn on the light. Man. I love the way it flares up like that. Alright, I got probably just a few more layers here and then I'll be done with this part. Mountain Dew. Okay. Oh, you guys should stick around. I got other colors too, but we're not going to be able to do them all tonight. Because we can do them with white, blue, orange. I mean, you name it. Alright, I just got a few more grooves here to fill in, and then I'm gonna start sanding this ring, and we'll see what it looks like from there. moving some things out of the way, and then I'm going to start sanding this ring here shortly. Just want to make sure my area is just as safe as possible, given that I'm also working in the dark, so it kind of defeats the purpose of trying to be safe. Let me just show you guys what I'm doing next. Here I got a piece of sandpaper, and I'm just going to sand this ring so we got it nice and flush. And then from there, once I feel I'm done, I'm going to turn on the lights, and I'll let you guys decide how you feel about this ring. And, you know, given that it was made in the dark, to let you know, give me your feedback. Find a rougher grit sandpaper right now. So I can work on this just a little bit faster than how I'm currently going given the current circumstances. Oh, nothing, Stan. Just making a ring in the dark. Kind of a spur of the moment thing. You guys see like the water running? most boring part of making a ring, so I totally understand why people are leaving right now. Nothing's really happening, and you can't see anything. The darkness definitely doesn't help. Alright, what do you guys think? Should we reveal it? Turn on the light and reveal everything and see where we're at? Yeah, she's around here somewhere. Alright, give me a second. Let me try to get the edges really good. Oh man, that was bright. Honestly, I think for working in the dark, that's actually not bad to me. So I don't think that's bad at all. For making this completely in the dark with just a little UV light to guide me, I don't think that's bad at all. Now I'm going to clean it up some. But I was honestly expecting more. I was expecting more of these glassy layers, these windows. So I'm going to clean up the sides and the edges a little bit more. Yeah, I still gotta work on the edges. See, there's a big, right here, you can see that there's a big, there we go. So there we go. I don't have to sand everything, I can just use my fingernails to get these leftover, it's like leftover adhesive that just dries up on the edge of the ring. Alright, let's keep sanding. Oh, it's dangerous. Who wants feedback on his rings, Mandy? Alright, let me rinse it off. Oh, see, we still got a little bit more here on this side, so it's got to sand a little bit longer. Hey Trinity, you missed the show. That's understandable. All right, you guys want to see in the dark again? Lights out. Blackout. I like that, the Space Invader. Even though I know you're just going off of the arcade game. Alright, that was pretty cool. I like that. Working in the dark. Super dangerous though, especially around the lathe. I like it. I don't know what I'm going to name it though, if I'm going to keep it or not. Like put on the store, but honestly, that was just for fun. So I didn't think that I'd be making it completely in the dark with just a UV light to guide me. I'll probably do that again in the future. Who knows? Oh, Tommy wants it. 15 bucks. Do we hear 16? $16 like the number of viewers we have right now. The green giant ring. Payment plan. Oh man, that's great. All right. I'll make it for you, Tommy, if you really want it. Yeah, you guys missed the party. He is. Tommy, it's yours, man. Congratulations. You already won. Why are you bidding against yourself? Oh man, you're funny. All right, guys, I'm taking any suggestions, or I can take a custom order too. Otherwise, I'm just gonna start the next one and just throw some colors together. Blue ring, just like the one you just did. So you want to see it in a blue glow instead of a green glow. Yeah, I can probably do that. Yeah, just give me a second. I'll put throw some things together. All right, yeah, just give me a second. I'll be right back. I don't know if I'll do it in the dark again, though. How about this kind? It's like an aqua. Would that work? I can do it with aqua. It's no problem. Do you want it in the dark again? I'll have to. I can try it again. I mean, I'll give it a shot. I did waste a lot of the glow powder when I was working on the last one. I mean, I don't mind. I'll do it again. It's kind of fun, actually. The amethyst glow. I have not done an amethyst glow, Rita. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Let's do it in the dark again. Same ingredients as before. So I didn't tell you guys in the beginning for the last one what I was working on or what I was using. I was using these shavings, and then I was using this synthetic green opal too for the last ring. And then obviously you guys know I was using the green glow. So we're gonna try it again with blue and see how it turns out. And yeah, I'll do it again in the dark. It's 148, or I got 148 minutes until live. So yeah, I'll do it again. If you promise to get the other ring, Tommy, I'll give it a shot in the dark. Oh man, this UV light though, this is literally my only light source, so it's all good. Okay, all right, perfect. All good, man. You got yourself a ring. So this is a size 7.5. If anybody wants to buy it outright, because I'll probably make Tommy's. But this one, I'm actually gonna do it in the dark, and then we'll just see how it turns out. Just kind of go from there. So we go get the turn off the garage light. Okay. I'll just make sure everything's set. This is on here, nice and snug. And we'll make it in the dark again. Let me actually switch out my. I gotta switch out the tip on this thin adhesive. Let me switch out the tip real quick. It'll be easier to apply, and then we'll see how it turns out. Let's see if it turns out better than the one I just did. There's a little bit of patience involved, but then at the same time, I'm trying to get it done. So we'll see how it goes. I've never done this before, you guys. So this is interesting. This is my second time doing this tonight. All right, I gotta find my little work area here. Try to figure out where everything's at, and then we'll kind of go from there. Okay, so here's my blue. You can still see the green from the last ring we made. I really like that blue glow too. Like, I mean, you guys can see it on camera, but it doesn't even do it justice to what it actually looks like. Alright, so I'm adding the synthetic opal right now. It's like a greenish opal. And then I'm going to add these metal shavings. Just going to hold everything down. A couple drops from what I remember. Take that guy. There we go. See, my biggest concern when I'm making these rings in the dark is I don't want to use too much of the adhesive to where it actually groups together on the bottom of the ring and forms like a stalactite. So I'm trying to be very careful with how much I apply, just using a few drops at a time. And then right now what I'm doing is I'm just trying to lay down my base layer, which is this blue glow powder. You guys can't see it who are joining in, but these are the inlays I'm adding to this ring. That's what we're doing. We're making a ring right now in the dark. For all of you who are joining who've never been to the channel before, this is literally what I do. I just make these types of rings, but I've been doing them for so long, I'm trying to change things up a little bit. So we're going to try to see what it's like making them in the dark, see if I can do it, just so I can just challenge myself a little bit. So. this will be the last ring of the evening. Just because my wife is needing me to stop by 7 o'clock my time, so I can just help with the baby. Somebody just tried to call me and had to decline the call. Can you guys still hear me? Just say yes in the chat if you can still hear me. The last time this happened, I lost sound for everybody. So just let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay, perfect. Thank you. He usually goes to bed honestly about 9 o'clock some days, some nights, sometimes later. It just depends on he slept for a while. I don't know if he's like sick. He had a runny nose yesterday evening and this morning. So, hopefully he's not getting sick. That sucks because we actually had to drain his nose, suck out all the mucus. His birthday is December 10th. So he'll be 2. It goes quick. It feels long, especially with all the appointments that he has to do, but it does go pretty quick. I mean, literally, I feel like he was just born yesterday. Let me check my phone real quick, guys. I want to make sure that that wasn't me. He was trying to call me. All right, can you guys still hear me? Alright, we're about halfway done with this part. So I'm just just trying to take my time. I have to take my time because I can't see what I'm doing. But that's part of the challenge of deciding to make these rings in the dark. Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty careful. Definitely can't risk that. What do you guys think? Blue or green? Which one looks better? I mean, I think the blue is definitely good for just like low key for somebody who's not really who likes like the low elements of the ring, but like they're not trying to like stand out or anything. Like they just want to be subtle. Yeah, about 20 minutes to finish this ring then. If it's 6:41. Yeah, there's quite a few time zones in here. I wish this light would stay on. I feel like I'm getting arthritis in my thumb and pointing finger, index finger. I'm also getting the glow powder all over me because of the wind. The wind from the fan is just blowing it all over me. We're almost done here though, at least with this part. now I'm done with what I needed to be for this part. Now I'm just going to add some extra details. Try to make this look as good as I can possibly, make it look in the dark. And then at the end, once I feel that I've done enough, we'll do a grand reveal and try to get some feedback from you guys. Sand this ring, and then this will be nearly complete. Turn up the speed a little bit. Probably about halfway done, a little over half. So, not yet. I feel like I'm coming close though sometimes. trying not to go at high speed, but at the same time I want to get this done. Alright, hang on. Alright, I think I feel pretty good about where it's at. You guys ready for the grand reveal? Alright, here we go. Oh man, that is bright. Alright, let's see what it looks like. Hey, not bad either. It's a little spaced out, like I didn't get it fluently through throughout the ring. But I kind of like it. Like I kind of like how it's just randomly thrown in there. I mean, some places are not nearly as saturated as others, but I like that the green opals and then the shavings are kind of like. Let's send it down a bit more and see what it looks like. Tommy's already at it. He's not even waiting. What's your ring size, Wanda? Oh, so close. I think it's pretty good. I'm really surprised I didn't make as many mistakes as I well, I mean, I can't find a single mistake except for maybe like a design flaw. I feel like I could have added more or like keep them thorough. But honestly, I mean, I think it looks great. Not bad for making it in the dark, huh? I don't know if I'd ever make one like completely in the dark without a light. I'm afraid I might. That might even be more dangerous than how I'm currently doing it now. Yeah, let me spin it for you guys. Yeah, blue, green, black never fails to impress. So I've always liked working with those colors. The aqua is definitely probably one of my newer favorites. Oh, sun's asking for me. Cool. Tommy, shall I add it to your cart? Yeah, I know he is. I'm kind of ready for bed too. Well, it's been interesting. That was definitely an experience. Just kind of like doing it out of the blue to just make a ring out of, or in the dark like that. But we had some pretty good. I was watching the audience count, and like I think the highest we got was like up to what 24, 23 or 24. It got up there pretty quick, but and then we were holding at 17 for like a pretty good minute in the dark, and then eventually it ended up dropping back down, which is totally fine. That's gonna happen. So I mean, definitely, it was definitely fun. Definitely something different, you know. Were you gonna share 3 times? It's probably all your friends, Rita, coming over to see what's going on. Yeah, I know. I kind of run out of things to talk about, though. This was definitely a cool ring to make. Oh, I love doing these sessions with you guys. It's definitely fun. Tomorrow I got my interview in the morning. I'll let you all know how it goes in the evening when I hop on for the live stream. Hopefully it goes well. I've never had a job where they've offered me a job on the spot, especially for a company this big. So we'll see what happens. I'll probably end up waiting a week or so for them to make a decision, probably sometime next week. That's usually how it goes. They're just like, oh, we got to finish up the rest of the interviews, and then we'll let you know in a week. So, wish me luck. Hopefully this works out, guys, because if this works out, I've got some big plans for Excalibur Rings I can put into motion. But if not, it's just going to take a little bit longer. Just try to keep our heads afloat. So, we'll see. Thank you, guys. It's for a desktop support position for a local credit union out here in Arizona. I worked in IT for 4 years, so I'm trying to get back into working in IT to try to support the family a little bit. So, hey, Joe from Maine shows up at the end of the live stream. Now, yeah, I'm pretty sure you were here for a while, just kind of keeping quiet. Same thing, Stan. I'll ship the ones for you as well. I think I have rings to send to you. I don't remember. I don't know if I do or not. I don't remember. No, it might have been somebody else. I thought I had somebody else I had to send blanks to. I think that's my the CNC guy who's doing the new boxes. I'm waiting for him to quote me how much they'll be, but he says the exact measurements he'll need the ring blanks. So we're getting new ring boxes, hopefully in like another month or two, depending on how much he charges and how many he can make me. My current guy, Todd, good guy, don't get me wrong, but he's just so busy with his new project, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh, it's a virtual, so I won't have to wear a suit, but I'll definitely wear like at least a tie and comb my hair or something. I should have gotten a haircut today, but it's all right. I'll be fine. I got plenty of mousse. Yeah, I'll wear a suit. It'll look like it won't fit, but it'll be a virtual appointment, so I don't have to stand up. Eating Reese's Puffs? Oh man. Your trackball crapped out on you? Oh man. Rita, I'll send what I need to send you just to get things going. Also my invoices, please. Yes, absolutely, Rita. I'll go ahead and take care of that for you. So invoices, address, mailing address. So I'll get that for you for your get that ring going. All right, guys. I'm going to go through my emails tonight. So if there's anything you need to remind me of, if you're still waiting on a ring, just let me know, and then we'll get those taken care of. Let's see here. Oh yeah, you're welcome, Rita. No problem. Well, Joel, hopefully you can get your peripherals back up and running here shortly. Would hate to miss you on another live stream. All right. Thank you guys. Have a good night. I'm going to go ahead and hop off now, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Keep an eye out for the channel on the stream manager. You'll see it when it's scheduled for tomorrow, same time, same place. So just turn on your notifications, and we'll see you all then. Have a good night. Take care, everybody. Bye.